MVP of the NFL. And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Saints and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Moore, the man in motion. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Herbert now. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Herbert. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
Tua going to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 2 touchdowns and, don't forget, over 200 yards as well. Not bad.
It certainly seemed like every time you looked up, he was catching another touchdown pass, didn't it?
And if he wasn't doing that, it was a great catch for a long run after. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Now 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right, am I out of touch a little bit? All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Tua. Being chased out left. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Coming left is Kamara. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's good for another Saints.
Here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, things you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Fielded at about the 28. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Buying time to his left. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. They'll send Beckham in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
That's pulled in at the 32. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. 20! Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Connecting quickly with Goddard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Dallas Goddard, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, the Saints offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle to Beckham. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Tua. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Thomas has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
50-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this 1st half. You'd love to give your guys the lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Joe Burrow, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast
and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they've gone to halftime, all square, at 13-all. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He finds his target back up. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
That's good.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And the Saints are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Again, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The two are going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead-up day. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Walker. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Herbert now. This pass down the field for Gibbs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 70 yards. And the Lions are back within a couple of the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're not able to tie it.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to it. I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Tua. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's good for another Saints.
Tua going to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man, it's Dortch. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. Herbert. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now run by Gibbs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. In motion is Chenault. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. LaVisca Chenault from 6 yards away. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now it looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And now Tua going to try and sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the Lions down by 9. Just over a minute 40 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Here comes 2nd down. Herbert. That pass completed to Dortch. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. Throwing, Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. To throw is Tua. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shoves him aside. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyle Juszczyk, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's 2nd down. Now Herbert. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. One last throw here for Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.